Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. Here at the firm, and when we do the videos, we always try and be sensitive to current topics, things that come up, things that will be coming up. And as we approach March, we're going to come up on St. Patty's Day. And you know what happens on St. Patrick's Day? A lot of people get arrested for drunk driving because sometimes there is an unfortunate overindulgence in alcohol, and it is possible that somebody may pick up that. And then the question always becomes, what do I do if I get that DUI? What do I do if I'm arrested for that? It is true that the police are on higher alert to watch out for people who may drink and then drive, and they watch out for those visibly intoxicated individuals. So you've got that kind of situation, and the question is, if it happens to you, what do you do? Well, first you got to understand the nature of drunk driving. A lot of people think that because the charge is drunk driving, that it's sort of like a driving charge like a speeding ticket is. It's a driving charge like if you got something wrong with your car and a loud muffler or something like that, or you don't stop completely at a sign. Not really true. The charge is called drunk driving, but it is a criminal offense. It's not a civil infraction like a speeding ticket. It's a misdemeanor. And even if it's lowest level, a person can go to jail from 0 up to 93 days in jail. And the fines are enhanced if there were multiple prior offenses. So a person, for example, who's only done this once might have his or her offense limited to a certain penalty phase, but if they are a multiple offender, the drunk driving can be enhanced to the point where even can be considered a felony if there is multiple charges. So it's really very serious. Also, a mistake that people make is thinking that, well, I have a clean record, I'll just go in and plead guilty to the drunk driving, I'm not worried about it. While you may get a probationary kind of sentence for that, what you've got to remember is that the drunk driving is always going to be on your record. That's number one. Unless a court would order otherwise, you're stuck with it. Number two, the second time that you get arrested for drunk driving, the penalties are going to be worse. Your attorney's ability to make some kind of arrangement for you to get it to go away is going to be severely hampered by the prior. Now, therefore, the first offense that you sort of poo-pooed and said, I don't know why, I got a clean record, doesn't matter. It may very well matter if you need that space in your record again on those points. Remember, the Secretary of State's going to suspend your license if you got more than 12 points. And if you have multiple drunk driving, they may automatically suspend your license for that. There could be a suspension because of not taking the breathalyzer and other things that come up. So you're going to be very, very careful about this as you consider multiple offenses. Another thing you got to consider is that it is a misdemeanor offense. A misdemeanor means theoretically you can go to jail for it. Now you might say, well, first offense, what judge is going to put me in jail first offense? Well, if you speak to lawyers who do this for a living, they will be able to rattle right off the top of their heads the judges that'll put you in jail for first offense drunk driving, some of them right here in Oakland County. So you really got to be very careful about this. I think like every human being, a judge comes to the bench with a certain bias, a certain baggage that they bring with them. And if God forbid one of them comes to the bench because a relative of theirs was killed by a drunk driver and they bring that out with them, one might expect, if you go before that judge, a harsher sentence than if you went before someone who's not burdened with that. So these are just things that you have to consider. Now, your lawyer is going to be able to help you navigate this, but don't think for a minute that this is the kind of thing that you should do yourself. A traffic ticket is one thing. A speeding ticket where you're charged with 5 over, maybe that's the kind of thing, if you're not overly concerned with your record, maybe that's the kind of thing you might consider handling on your own, maybe not. Depends on your driving record. But drunk driving or any criminal offense for which a person could go to jail, it's our strong recommendation. Talk to a lawyer about that and get assistance where needed. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.